Dr. Toback.
So just for my administrative summary, I'll keep it brief. First of all, the Wayne Township Public Schools recognized this week as National School Counseling Week, celebrated across the United States since 2006. School Counseling Week is intended to focus attention on the role of school counselors and the important contributions they make to our nation's school districts. This year's theme is helping students thrive, believing that every student can succeed. Our school counselors support our students' academic, career, and social and emotional development in a variety of ways. To our school counselors, as we celebrate your many contributions, we want to express sincere gratitude for your commitment and unwavering dedication to your students. Your compassionate care is essential to the success of our students and to the well-being of our school community. On behalf of the Wayne Township School District, thank you for everything you do. Also, this week was very exciting. It was National Signing Day, so there was a number of students that ultimately committed to compete at the college level for the 25-26 year. So all said and done, there were 9 athletes from Wayne Hills and 14 student athletes from Wayne Valley that committed to continue their athletic careers at the college level. Congratulations to all the students. So Saturday Academies, the Wayne Township Public Schools and the WEF are working in collaboration to host our first annual Saturday Academies. This is a very exciting opportunity for 7th and 8th grade students in Wayne to explore new interests, develop skills, and the goal is to really introduce these students to the exciting world that exists at each of our high schools. These academies will take place at Wayne Valley for 4 weeks beginning on March 1st. Each student can register for 2 Saturday Academies. Spots are limited to 20 students per session. Academy topics include automotive, coding, fashion, graphic design, music, photo, robotics, and science. Sign up today by visiting wayneeducationfoundation.org. Some notes to the public on the agenda. Item K1 is a public work session item. It's the approval of the 2025-2026 school calendar. The calendar is on the agenda as a public work session item, and if approved, will be brought forward to the February 20th meeting. It is a topic for discussion if the board chooses to discuss further, but no final vote will be taken this evening. Also, under R1, emergent administrative approval of the revised 24-25 school calendar. Governor Murphy signed into law a rescheduling of the June 2025 primary election from June 3rd to June 10th. As a result, our calendar must change because we have a standard practice of not having school in session when our schools are being used as polling locations for safety and security reasons. So that is on the agenda tonight. Also for the HIV report and reporting, there have been 10 incidents of HIV investigated since my last report, and 4 of those cases were deemed to be actual HIV cases. That concludes my report.
Revisions to the agenda.
Yes, we have a few tonight. X, emergent, school resource legal. X1 is approval of memorandum of agreement with the Wayne Custodial Maintenance Association. That reads as follows. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Wayne Township Board of Education approves and ratifies the memorandum of agreement dated January 22, 2025 and salary guides for a 1-year extension of the agreement between the Wayne Custodial Maintenance Association and the Wayne Township Board of Education for the period from July 1st, 2025 to June 30, 2026, and authorizes the President of the Board of Education to execute the memorandum of agreement and as discussed in executive session. We're adding to the same section X2, which is approval of settlement agreement, and that reads as follows. Resolved that the Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, hereby approves the settlement agreement and release in the matter of student ID number 86144300715, dated January 31, 2025, as attached by reference, and further authorizes the board president and secretary to execute same on behalf of the board. The business administrator and superintendent are authorized to take all further steps required by the terms of the settlement to further implement same. And lastly, X number 3, approval of HIB determination. That reads as follows. Resolve that the Board of Education affirm the superintendent's decision on HIB case number 32A/2024-2025 following an appeal as required by NJSA 18A:37-15 parentheses B parentheses 6 parentheses E. And that concludes the additions.
Thank you. At this time, we'll open to the public on agenda items only. This portion of the meeting is open to citizens for comment on agenda items only. Residents are asked to state their name, address, and subject matter. Comments may be limited to 3 minutes per person. Members of the public are discouraged from speaking negatively about an employee or a student. Board bears no responsibility for comments made by the public. Comments regarding employees or students cannot be legally responded to by the board. Other comments may be responded to tonight or at a subsequent meeting under old business. Do I have a mover? Motion, Mr. Giordano. Anyone from the public wishing to speak? Come on, don't all step up at once.
Just agenda, general.
Seeing no one, move to close.
Second. Do I have a mover for the agenda? Brian? Any discussion? Mark?
So, looking at the contract for the Board of Education with Summit Management Solutions for Business Office Consulting
No,
Services.
it's not on.
Oh, no, my apologies.
That's not-
Skip it.
That's exactly.
No reason to discuss it.
Yes? Roll call?
Mr. Faber,
No to Emergent X3, or X Emergent 3, and yes to everything else.
Mr. Giordano,
Yes.
Mrs. Lemandry,
No to X immersion 3, yes to everything else.
Mr. Paul,
Yes.
Mr. Prasakos,
Yes.
Mr. Applin,
Yes.
Mr. Battershell,
Yes.
Mrs. Rigoloso,
Yes.
and Mr. Pavlik.
Yes.
Motion carries.
This portion of the meeting is open to citizens who comment on any topic. Residents are asked to state their name, address, and subject matter. Comments may be limited to 5 minutes per person. Members of the public are discouraged from speaking negatively about an employee or a student. The board bears no responsibility for comments made by the public. Comments regarding employees or students cannot be legally responded to by the board. Other comments may be responded to tonight or at a subsequent meeting under old business. Do I have a mover?
Move. Second.
Take Wendy.
Thank
and
you.
Brian.
Thank you.
Thanks. Anyone from the public wishing to speak this time on any matter?
10 minutes.
200
minutes,
club.
that's my max, I get a double. Ferris would tap into Wayne, but I'm coming here speaking to you as a board member of the Passaic County 200 Club. So I want to announce that thanks to the great support of so many people from Wayne, especially a lot of people at this table here, that you know, my goal when I joined the 200 Club has been reached, which is to get our foundation, get our membership up, get our finances in order so that we can stand on our own 2 feet and then do some good. So I'd like to announce that we have increased our, by the way, in case you don't know, the Passaic County 200 Club supports the families of fallen first responders. God forbid one of our first responders dies in the line of duty. We come with a check for how much, Don?
15,000.
That's right. We upped from $10,000 to $15,000. That's because of all you great people. And we also increased our scholarship amount, so we provide a scholarship stipend for every kid who may be involved there as well. So that doubled from $2,500 to $5,000. And we've also started a whole merit scholarship program, which is really awesome too, for first responders who are going to college or children of first responders who are going to college. So it's going to be really cool. I'm really up here just to say, invite you guys to our February 20th Member Appreciation Night. Bring a guest. This is a membership drive. That's what we're focusing on. So we'd love it if you guys could be there. February 26th, 6 p.m. You're going to be there, right, Rob? At the Barnyard and Carriage House. Free dinner, entertainment. We have giveaways we're doing, and if you'd like to RSVP, it's info@pc200club.org. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public?
Seeing no one, do it close.
Mr. Faber, Mr. Giordano. Any old business? New business? Board member comments? Motion, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to go back into exec for at least 45 minutes to an hour. We have contractual matters, and we have some personnel matters that we need to discuss. We will be coming out, most likely, and voting on at least one item.
Is there a bed, cot?
Actually, out there, you could probably lay it across the...
So move, motion to go into exec.
Motion.
Mr. Giordano, Mr. Baxter. We're gonna take a 5-minute break, potty break, and then we're gonna come back. All right, please? All right, we're back in public. Mr. Marvin, 2 additions.
First one is B3, approval of contract. Resolved that the Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, hereby approves a professional service agreement with Summit Management Solutions LLC for the purpose of providing business office consulting services at a rate of $150 per hour, not to exceed $100,000 for the period from March 1st, 2025 through July 31st, 2025. And another resolution, the Board of Education authorizes the business administrator to send correspondence to the Passaic County Improvement Authority as discussed in executive session
As referenced herein.
as referenced herein.
Do I have a mover? Ryan, Matt. Any discussion? We'll have more discussion.
Should we explain it though, like what we're doing? Like what the purpose of the summit contract is? And the reason behind it?
Yeah, the first item is Mr. Moffitt's retiring on April 1st. We're bringing a private vendor in to take over the business administrator's duties at this point until a new business administrator is appointed. And the second item is to send a letter to the Passaic County Improvement Authority.
That's it.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Giordano,
Yes.
Mrs. Lemandry,
Yes.
Mr. Paul,
Yes.
Mr. Prasakos.
Yes.
Mr. Alquin,
Yes.
Mr. Battershell,
Yes.
Mr. Faber,
Yes.
Mrs. Rigoloso.
Yes.
And Mr. Pavlak.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn.